Hello, I'm Steve Folland and here's another weird week from Newslight TV. A tourist attraction in London has been interviewing to try and fill a new position, and whereas normally you might want to look your best for that job interview, for this one you're perhaps even better off not going to bed the night before, because they're looking for a resident zombie. More than 50 applicants made it through to the final audition for the £30,000 a year role with the London Bridge Experience. Zombie wannabes had to turn up in their own blood-stained costumes and makeup and be as scary as they could for the bosses. They want people with pale skin and a dead look in their eyes. They should just get on the London Underground during rush hour. I don't quite know why they have to. A Scottish brewery thinks it could have created a cure for binge drinking. Britain's strongest beer. Tokyo Asterix. Is that how you say it? I'm not quite sure about this. The trouble is, it's called, can we write it down? Look, it's called Tokyo Asterix. I'm not, is it called Tokyo Asterix or is it just called Tokyo Star? Or how am I meant to say it? What if I say Tokyo and then we have an asterisk appear? Can we do that? Because I don't know how to say it. Thank you. Okay, let's try again. Tokyo from... No, it kind of sounds like it should have a sound effect when that comes up. You know, like Tokyo. Yeah. Let's try again. Britain's strongest beer then. It's called Tokyo from Brewdog and it comes in at a whopping 18.2%. That's 6 units of alcohol per bottle. That's twice the recommended daily allowance. Now, makers claim the beer is so strong that drinkers will only have one, and in that way Tokyo could help to stop binge drinking. They say the complexity of the Imperial Oak Aged Stout will have people sipping it slowly at home rather than knocking them back on the high street. Yeah, and it could be that, or it could be the fact that the price tag of £9.99 per bottle might actually put you off drinking it in the first place. In fact, you'd go, £9.99? What a cheek! A classical musician is looking for collaborators for his next piece, and you'd think he might start at the last night of the proms rather than the first night of the harvest. Finnish accordion virtuoso Kimmo Pohjonen. Come on, we all know the Finnish accordion virtuoso Kimmo Pohjonen. He's teamed up with a load of Australian farmers for his next piece. He's been busy recording a series of sounds from Queensland farmyards to incorporate into his next performance. He says the moos of cows, bars of sheep and the whirring of farm machinery will all feature in his upcoming performance entitled Earth Machine Music, along with other more traditional instruments. Classical music set to the beat of an automated udder machine. Can't help but think he's milking it. Milking it, because it's a... Okay then, let's break some world records. We've had some good ones recently. This week, 150 people in the US have taken a shower together to set a pair of world records. This is over in Chicago, where standing in the 4,000 square foot structure, they set the record for the most people showering simultaneously and the record for the world's largest shower. I've got to say, I was slightly disappointed when I first read this. I thought it was going to be 150 people crammed together in a shower. Might have been a little bit more impressive, but yes, congratulations to them. And presumably they also set the world record for the world's most unpleasant plug hole. Like grease and hair and... now this is cool. This is a 73-year-old television which has been found in a London home and it still works just fine. This is the Marconiphone 702. Yeah, you know the one. It was made in 1936. That's the same time as the BBC actually started broadcasting from Alexandra Palace. And it's one of the only small number of pre-war TVs to still exist today. It's a huge vertically mounted cathode ray tube with a 12-inch screen and would have cost its first owners around 60 guineas, which is the equivalent of about £11,000 in today's money. But like I said, it's not just a museum piece. No, this rather cheery looking man, Jeffrey Boronsky, still uses it and even has it plugged into a set-top box to receive new digital TV channels. How cool! I'm sure the engineers who first put all of that effort into creating such an early television would be proud to know that 73 years on it's still being used today to watch reruns of Quantum Leap and Cash in the Attic, and actually Australia's Next Top Model is quite good on living if you... Over to Holland now, where a new hobby has emerged in Amsterdam. It's called smart tossing. Now, this isn't an intellectual perversion, people getting their kicks from the intelligence of others over a game of Trivial Pursuit. No, though that is erotic for some. Oh, but those little pieces of pie and... anyway. No, this is smart tossing, the tossing of smart cars into canals. Several smart cars have already been tipped into canals after parking next to them. The trouble is with smart cars, of course, they don't just have to park parallel. They can park actually facing the water. So it's just too tempting for some people, isn't it? You know what it's like. You see a car, you think, oh, I bet we could pick that up. Yeah, we have. What should we do with it now? I don't know. Anyway, it's feared the trend could now spread to other European cities where the small cars are also popular. Or not popular, depending on which way you look at it. Not so smart now, eh? And a story for dog lovers, or rather, dogs without lovers. This is the Doggy Love Doll, made especially for randy dogs, and promises to save people's legs, pillows and stuffed toys from over-amorous doggy advances. It was revealed in Brazil recently and comes in 3 sizes and is made from soft rubber for the dog to get a good grip. Can't believe I just had to say that. Just remember though, as a dog owner, it is actually your responsibility to clean up after your dog. Which is just as well actually, because inside it's silicone. No, but I'm sorry, but it had to... Thankfully, I think we can all say thankfully, that is all we've got time for this week. Don't forget though, more online all the time. Comment on them at your will, newslight.tv. Also, if you've been watching this through iTunes, give us a little rating, be a love. We'll see you soon. I've been Steve Folland, you've been marvellous. That was a weird week.